Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar here with MLB 13 the show, and we have got some more Diamond Dynasty coming your way with the Dunbar Snackbars facing the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is going to be an interesting game for a lot of reasons. I mean, one, with the Atlanta Braves franchise that I'm going to be posting tomorrow, we are playing the Pittsburgh Pirates. So this is kind of like the game where I get to scout them out and see what I need to do to be able to win in the franchise. It's also interesting because in the last episode of Diamond Dynasty, I was able to throw a perfect game. The first time in years I've been able to do that, so it was something I was very excited about, especially to be able to post. And the other thing I'm excited for is I've got some alternate uniforms. Now, there's no special feature that you can purchase or anything like that for alternate uniforms. It's just me going ahead and changing my, visiting uniforms. So if you guys like these uniforms, let me know, because I'll go ahead and I'll just remember how I got it set up. And then every once in a while, I'll just go ahead and set them as the uniform. I kind of like them. I mean, I like the white outline of numbers on the black jersey. But anyway, this is a baseball game. We're not talking fashion right now. So I'm able to get one stolen base. And then right here, I'm going to go ahead and advance over to third. Computer kind of slow to react to that one. So it works out well for me, because now I have got a runner 90 feet away from home with only one out right now. So Nicholas Wolf doing what he needs to do, advancing that base runner. Iwase, one of my best hitters on the team, going to surprise everybody by squaring up to bunt. So it's going to be a squeeze play, get the runner home. Iwase gets the job done as well. So that's just some fundamental baseball right there. Just doing what needs to be done to get that runner around the bases. So we're going to be up 1-0 here because of this bunt. And really, with all of the training that I've done for my team, I've been focusing mostly on contact hitting and power. So getting a great bunt like that just absolutely astonishes me. And I really know the importance of it too. I mean, especially with how I was going to get the snack bars set up originally, where we were going to be just running all day long, stealing bases. It was going to be speed and small ball. That's how I wanted these guys to end up. And I was going to work on bunting, but since they've really evolved into be a power hitting team, I really haven't been able to work on bunting at all. So that just kind of reminds me that even though that my team is set up for power unintentionally, it's something that I'm definitely going to have to go ahead and do. All right, so Andrew McCutchen up at the plate right now. He is the one batter that I truly fear on the Pirates, because he's one of those guys that I know if he gets a single, he's going to go ahead and steal, just turn it into a double basically by just getting that stolen base, and sometimes even a triple, because he's stolen third on me a couple times as well. So I really got to do everything I can to make sure that he doesn't get on base, as well as everybody else. But I'm just a lot more cautious, and I use a lot more strategy with him as well. So Nickerson, who is in the game here as my starting pitcher, I haven't mentioned that yet. Going to try and throw this one low and inside to McCutchen. And it works. That four-seam fastball low and inside does work a lot of times in this game. So it's kind of like my go-to pitch in that situation. All right, so in the third, Nickerson getting a hit. My pitcher contributing right here. That's always something that's exciting for me to be able to say and to see. So we'll see if anything will come out of that one here. So Rodriguez going to throw this curveball here. This is going to go up the middle. So Nickerson is going to get over to second. All right, so we're really getting things going now in inning number 3. I mean, I did kind of struggle a little bit in innings 1 and 2 with hitting. I was, of course, able to get the 1 run. So, I mean, that is something to celebrate. But another curveball here, another hit. The bases are going to be loaded right now. So the bases loaded curse, if you guys kind of, ooh, that was close. If you guys remember from MLB 2K, man, I struggled so much when the bases were loaded. And the good thing about the show is it seems like that is not a problem. Another curveball, another hit. This one going into right center. So one runner is going to come home. I don't know what the delay is right here with everybody, but that is going to be another run for me. And I don't know when I sent him from third home. All right, that just totally boggles my mind, but I'm not going to worry about it too much here, as Rodriguez gets a talking to. The reason why I'm not going to worry about it here is because I was able to get 2 runs, and if that's what I have to do, I mean, if I have to, accept 1 out for 2 runs, I'm going to do that in a heartbeat. One downside, though, is nobody else was able to come home. So as Neil Walker comes up to the plate, it is 3-0. So as I'm going through before each game and just taking a look at training and stuff like that, I mean, I am focusing on pitching more than anything. So, like with Nickerson, I didn't have to do too much except kind of increase the amount of strikeouts he should get per 9 innings, reduce the amount of hits that he would get per 9 innings, those type of attributes. But I'm kind of running low on stuff, and I think I'm going to go ahead and save up my money to kind of get set for the next generation of the Dunbar Snackbar team. And, I get asked, why don't you go ahead and do MLB players? Honestly, I think from the standpoint of Diamond Dynasty, it's not what I want it to be, because I want to be able to mold my team just into what I want them to be. So, down the road, you're going to be seeing a lot more of these franchise players instead of MLB. Because, I mean, for 15 million points, I'll get one player for 10 games, or I can just go ahead and I can purchase a franchise player for 40 games and build him up. So, I'm kind of excited about what the future holds, but I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with franchise players, just kind of keep this, going the way that I want this to go and kind of be a little bit different than everybody else. Because I think it's cool that people do MLB players, don't get me wrong, but I want this to be my team. So the next generation of the Snack Bars, which really isn't going to happen for like 20 games, they are going to be the team that I mold them into, and I'm excited. Anyway, Nicholas Wolf getting another hit for me. This one going into left field. And Nicholas Wolf has probably been the most consistent hitter that I have had on my team since Diamond Dynasty began. So I'm not surprised that he's continuing things here. So Rodriguez kind of in a little bit of trouble here. And so he's going to go ahead and get pulled. Now we're going to go ahead and have Jared Hughes coming in to relief. Are going to go ahead and relieve Rodriguez. So he's coming in for relief. There we go. I'm getting tired again. But anyway, this could be a very good thing because it did look like that Rodriguez was starting to struggle, but anytime that you bring in a relief pitcher, it could be a bad thing here too. So top of the 6th inning, Iwase going to crush this one into left field. That is going to go up into the second set of seats here at PNC Park. And Iwase is going to be able to go ahead and take a tour of the bases. So he had that great bunt earlier, if you remember that. And so now he gets the home run. So he's really showing that he can do it all from an offensive standpoint. I mean, he still has some weaknesses here with defense. And that's something I haven't been working on too much with people because I'm like, if I get the pitching way up there, which I've been doing as well with the budget, I don't need to focus so much on fielding because the ball shouldn't be in play as much. Anyway, 5-0 here in the 6th inning. Is this one going to be enough to go over that wall? Looks like it will. So another home run for us. And I thought that one was actually going to bounce off the top. I mean, I didn't think Matheson was going to be able to get the home run right here. But he does. I'm not complaining because that's going to be 6-0. But Hughes has definitely been struggling here since he's come in because we've gotten 2 quick home runs off of him. He's just throwing it right where I'm aiming it. And I've done a very, very good job of making sure that I time this all correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to check swing right there, which is good because that is going to end up being ball number 4. So Richardson, gosh, usually with Richardson, who I know has a little bit of power, I mean, I'm just going at it. I'm just swinging it, but I'm glad I laid off that one here. So Richardson, we're going to see on first base. 2-2 count right now. And this one, crushed that one too. That one into the opposite field. So my timing is a little bit off right there, but that's okay because I still get things done. So that one walk that I get here with Richardson ends up being a run. Obviously, if I'd gone ahead and do what I normally do, and that's just swing at a ton of the pitches, unless it's obviously going to be a ball, instead of just being very, very careful, I might have, only 1 run right now. And then that could be a problem for me because that 1 run, maybe that's the difference between winning and losing. 8-0 though, 3-1 count. That is going to be another walk here. Hughes is really struggling, and his confidence is down all the way. So what's going through his mind, I have no idea, but because his confidence is ridiculously low, that means it's easier for me to get hits, and his accuracy on his pitches are going to be way off. So this wild pitch is going to allow Nickerson, as slow as he is, to get over to second. No problem at all. So now he is in scoring position. Russell Martin, just not happy with that. And as a catcher, I can definitely say that he has every right to not be happy. Count's full. Going to look at this one being, again, way too low. So that is going to be another walk. Are you guys surprised that you've seen this, or you've seen 3 walks in this game? I am surprised, but at the same time, I am focusing a lot more. So that is going to be it for Hughes in this game. Probably the smartest call that the Pirates could go with right now is to go ahead and pull Hughes. Like I said, no confidence, and you guys saw it too. But 8-0 here in the top of the 6th. Ooh, this one going in the gap in left center. So we're going to see Nickerson come home. And this is actually going to be 2 runs as I round third and head home here too. All right. So the thing that's very interesting about this, and the thing that I love about what's taking place in the 6th inning thus far, is every single walk that I have had ended up being a run. That's kind of cool. So I need that type of motivation, and I need to see those type of rewards to really help me with my plate discipline. I mean, it's something I've been focusing on for years. Just getting better at just, not swinging at those balls, not letting those strikes go by, whatever, but things are going well. Top of the 8th now for the Snackbars. We're still up 10-0. This one just going right back up the middle. So we've got a little single. I wonder if the 8th inning is going to be just as successful for us as inning number 6 was. Definitely could happen. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of a lead. I'm going to head over for second here. That was probably a good pitch to go off of because it was definitely low and outside. But what made that one work for sure was the fact that it was a bad throw from Russell Martin behind home plate. So not able to throw a strike over to second base. So I get that stolen base, and it was pretty easy. This one, is it going to be enough? It looks like, from the way McCutcheon is running, that it is, and absolutely a huge hit right here for Jimenez, my catcher. One of the greater success stories of Diamond Dynasty thus far, too, because he was honestly one of the worst players on my team, and he was the last one of all of my offense or my position players to be able to get their hitting boosted up, get that contact and power hitting filled up the way that it needs to be. So he's really turned things around, though, with the help, of course, of that training. But that's going to make it 12-0. We still have Nickerson in right now because he has done a great job in this game of being able to hold the Pirates. I mean, holding them to no runs right now, that's definitely a feat unto itself. But I don't want it to sound like here that this has just been a phenomenal game for Nickerson, because in the grand scheme of things, it really hasn't. I mean, he's allowed a lot of hits, and here in the 9th inning, I mean, he may be able to allow some more, which I don't want, but that's one of the things that I have to go ahead and face. I mean, I've got a couple relievers going in the bullpen, I believe, right now, just in case he goes ahead and allows a run, but we're not looking at a no-hitter or a perfect game or, even a 2 or 3 hitter at this point. It's, just a complete game shutout. I shouldn't say just a complete game shutout, because that still is pretty cool. But it's really come down to the fact that the Pirates have really struggled to be able to get hits, back-to-back. So, ooh, that is going to be it for us. So we are able to get the complete game shutout. So that's really cool. We go from a perfect game to a complete game shutout. Kind of wonder what's going to happen in the next video. So make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys watching. I really, really hope that you know that. Again, subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great stuff. All you got to do is check the description below. And like I said, let me know if you guys like these jerseys. If they're kind of cool, I'll make them my alternate, just every once in a while. And I think for the next game, I might do some alternate home jerseys as well to kind of see what that would look like. But thanks again, everybody. I sure do appreciate it. You are phenomenal people. Do not ever forget that. And as always, I hope you guys have a good one.